Hello! Welcome to Dionea Creates. In today's video, we are going to be making a magical fairy garden. So let's just get started. So it is said that fairies are careful about where they choose to live. They don't build in perfect places. They choose gardens filled with birdsong, flowers that bloom without being asked, moss softened by the rain, stones warmed by the morning sun, and hearts that still believe a little magic may be hiding in the ordinary. So today we're going to be creating a little place where perhaps someday they may decide to stay. So you guys, I am really excited about this little fairy garden. So first let's start with the base that we're going to be using. So this beautiful bowl has seen many lives. It started out, it was like a kind of like a fog machine kind of thing. It had like a motor that sat in the middle of it, and you put water in the bowl and it came up and it had all of this kind of like fog, and it was like different colors. It was really, really beautiful. And the motor on that, it gave out. And so then we turned it into a bird bath and we put it outside on a bird bath stand. Well, then a tree limb came down and it made this huge hole. It was a perfect cut that the tree did, but it went right through it. So we just got that and we got some caulk and we just put that back together. So that now it has another life as a fairy garden. So I'm really excited to give this bowl another life. So let's just get started. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to use our little fairy houses. Now, these are little fairy houses that I've picked up at Dollar Tree. Most of the supplies that I am using for this little project came from Dollar Tree. And these are just, they're really, really sweet little houses. So we're just going to press them down here in the soil, because our soil, every home begins with a strong foundation, and that is our foundation for our fairy garden, is the soil. And so then I have this door, and I just think this is so cute. And so we're going to put this in here. And I really like doors. I really kind of like the symbolism that goes with doors, because some doors, they're meant to be opened and others are simply there to remind us to keep wondering what might be waiting on the other side. And so now what I want to do is I want to put a bunch of rocks. I've gathered a bunch of natural elements from my yard. So I have rocks and I have some tree bark. I have some acorns. I just have all kinds of fun little things. But these are just rocks, like I said, that I found in my yard. And so we're just going to place those all around, kind of like giving it its little border here. And also I think it will help to keep the soil in place as, you know, as the weather, as the rain and the weather comes about. I also have some sticks and some terracotta pieces and all the things. It was so fun gathering all these little supplies for this. It's really amazing what you can find just in your own yard that you can use to create these little fairy gardens. We're bringing it all together with the natural elements and the little houses and all the things. I would love for you guys to let me know if you've made a fairy garden, and post it over in the community tab if you have a picture. I would love to see. There's so many different ideas of things that you can do, and it's just really fun. This would be a really, really great project for kiddos too. I think they'd have a lot of fun with it. Let's see, I think I have a few more. My bucket doesn't fall off back here. All right, all of our rocks on here. And so now the next thing that we want to do is I want to start to make like some little paths. And I have some, this is chipped granite. And so I have some of that we're going to use. And then I also have these blue pebbles that I got. This also came from Dollar Tree. And I think that will just help to add a little bit, just a little bit of whimsy. And, you know, every little traveler needs a path to their home. And I just think these will be so cute. Oh, look, isn't that fun? Look how that brings such fun color to that. Oh my goodness. That alone makes it start to look really magical. Oh, I love that. I love that a lot. And so then let's see what kind of bark we have. Some of this might be too big for our little garden here. I think we can lay a few pieces here and there. And I think we can like break these sticks up and like make little, kind of like a little gate maybe. Maybe on each side. Maybe not. The sticks are kind of hard. But they can be like little posts. And then I have like all kinds of little things in here. This is just a little pot where I have this little bench, so we need to put that somewhere. I think we'll put that here instead of that bark. I think the bark is too tall. So they can come and they can sit on that little bench. I've got little creatures here. I've got some little mushrooms. Oh, I have a little mailbox. A little sign. All kinds of little things. So let's here's some other mushrooms. So let's see, let's put these kind of back over here. Kind of like this is a tree maybe. It's like a tree. And then this says welcome. So let's take out that little stick and put this little house right here, this little welcome sign here. And then let's put the mailbox over here. And I imagine that when the little fairies get their mail, that a dragonfly delivers the mail and the mail is on its wings. I imagine how that is how the mail is delivered. What do y'all think about that? Let's put some of this granite on here too. I think it gives it more of a, oh yeah, I like that down the middle here. That way they're not walking on all this dirt. I tried to turn this so you guys can see, because I know sometimes it's hard, and I know it's kind of awkward here, so let's put this over here under this bench too so they're not in the mud. Oh, I love it, y'all. What do y'all think? Look how cute. Let's put this kind of around all this too. Oh, know, that makes such a difference, don't y'all think? Look how cute it is. Let's see. This is a little piece of a flower pot that it just broke off of a clay flower pot, and I just thought it was pretty just to like maybe make it part of a path somewhere. Just kind of bury it in there to give the path a little bit of color. I think that's kind of fun. So you guys, for this, as you can see, you know, I've just gathered some things. It doesn't have to be really anything complicated or anything like that. It's just use your imagination and just have fun with it. There's absolutely no right or wrong way to do this. I have some little acorn tops here, and I thought these would be cute to use, like, you know, maybe this is a little, maybe it's a little pond or something with some drinking water for a visitor that's passing by or something like that. We can fill it with water. If we stick it down in the ground, then it looks, you know, like it's a watering place. I think that's really fun. And then we have all of these little creatures. Here's a little fox and a little squirrel. The squirrel probably belongs, he probably belongs over here by this ginormous acorn. It's now a watering trough. I have this little, I think it's like a little hedgehog. So we'll put him over here. And this fox has to be in there because if you don't know, I truly love little foxes. So they've got, he has to be a part of this. And then this would be so cute if I could put that on there, because this is a little raccoon and he's on a little leaf that's a boat. How cute is that? I don't have a bigger one that he'll fit in, I don't think. But we'll put him out here, just somewhere anyway. Maybe the blue rock kind of looks like water. And then here's one little other thing of mushrooms. We'll put these growing back here by the bench. And so you see, guys, this is just little things I've gathered here and there as I saw them. I just thought things that would be cute. And then I do have a little package of some gems, because we all know that fairies like sparkly and glittery things. So I think we need to put some of these little gems also in here. And so let's see, there's a blue. I want to put a star for sure. Let's just pour some of these out. Let's see what we have in here. Here's just a little red stone. This is a smaller star. So what if we like use the stars on this path, this granite path? How fun would that be? Because then that's like helping to lead them home. I like it. I like it. Let's see what else. Here's a little heart. It's a little big. I think that's good. I think that's good just to add those few little sparkly things to attract the fairies to come. And so, like, I think we're not done, because I really don't think that a fairy garden is ever done. I think there will always be some little gift from our garden or from nature It may be a feather that just falls into the fairy garden. It may be something we find on our walk through the garden. Something that we know as soon as we see it that it is meant to be in our little fairy garden. So I think that what we'll do is we will leave a little room in the fairy garden for some magic to grow and for those magical pieces and treasures to find their way to us. So as always, you guys, I appreciate you so much, and I hope to see you again real soon.